Hey everybody, it's Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. I want to talk today about disappointment, and specifically if your child has ever been disappointed at school. So this could be a group project, this could be a grade on a test, it could be pretty much anything, okay? So I want to talk about how to deal with that in the next couple of minutes. So before we really get going, I want you to let me know, yes or no, down below, has your child ever been disappointed? Because I got to tell you, there are a lot of students, whether it's been this year, 2 days ago, or maybe even several years ago, they have a very distinct memory of being disappointed about something. Okay? And I want to help your child get past that. I want to help them feel motivated. And we're going to do that at my event called Motivate Your Children to Succeed. So if you haven't already signed up, highly encourage you to click that link in the description and provide your name and email so you can get signed up and watch these 18 amazing interviews. It all starts next week. So today I want to explain to all you parents out there and all your students too, help you guys kind of work through these disappointments and make sure we all understand really what's going on, how to handle it. Because I gotta tell you, it sucks to be disappointed. I know it does. Been there, done that. We've all been disappointed. But at the school level for students, sometimes it's a little harder to process. It's a little more frustrating. So as a tutor, as a substitute teacher, I feel like I've got some awesome advice for you guys to make this a little less painful. So my number one tip for you when it comes to the truth about disappointment is the fact that you have to figure out why you're disappointed. Okay, you have to kind of dig into that feeling. Is it because you didn't get what you wanted? Is it the fact that you're angry? What exactly is it that is making you feel disappointed? Okay, so I'm not a psychologist, but at the same time, you really have to decide for yourself, kind of keep it real and help your students keep it real as to what the real issue is. Okay, because if someone like me, I know I can get straight A's and I don't, then, I'm disappointed because I didn't get the grade I knew I could. Okay, it could also just be the fact that on a group project, maybe your child was slacking a little bit and disappointed that the group members didn't kind of hold up his end of the deal, kind of thing. So a whole bunch of different choices, whole different kind of whys and feelings and emotions. That is my kind of tip number one for you, is figuring out where the disappointment is coming from, why it's disappointment and not some other emotion. Okay, so my next tip for you would be figure out what the next steps are. Okay, so once we know why we're disappointed, now we got to decide what we're going to do about it. Okay, so all my students out there that are watching this, do know that you can stay disappointed or you can do something about it. So all of my parents, I want your kids to take that next step. And this might be something they need help with, especially if it's something kind of major, or even if it's something they haven't ever dealt with before. So if you've got a middle schooler on your hands, kind of that first step into becoming more independent and kind of figuring things out on your own and kind of becoming a grown-up in a way. I know it's a little early, but you've got to start eventually. So do know that is the second tip I have for you about dealing with disappointment, especially in the school environment for students out there. So guys, before I give you the last and final tip, I don't know why I said last and final, but whatever, it's the last one. Do know we're on Facebook and YouTube right now, so be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow on Facebook, okay? So, last thing I want to talk to you about, and just remember, these are some things you can do now while you're waiting for that event to start, but my speakers go into many, many more details about these steps. But I want you to think about what you want. Okay, so once we know how we feel about this disappointment, we know we're disappointed, we've decided how we're not going to stay disappointed, then the question is, what is it that you really want? Okay, so maybe you take that test, you fail that test, you're disappointed in yourself because you know you could have done better, and then the question is, okay, well, you can retake the test, so do you want to get a C on that test? Or are we just going to try to pass it and be done with it? Are you going to try for that A? Is that even possible? Or maybe it comes down to, you're failing that class right now, or you don't have the grade you want in that class. How can you do better in the rest of the class, the rest of the quarter, the rest of the semester? Okay? So, those are my 3 tips for you about disappointment. And for all you parents out there, I know sometimes you don't always understand why your kids are disappointed, so I want to give you some ideas on how to help them work through this, make sure they don't stay disappointed. because I've got to tell you, I want students to feel motivated, even if they've been disappointed, even if they feel like they failed, because you don't have to stay feeling that way. There's always a chance to try again, and that sometimes takes the motivation you can't always find, or you don't always know how to find. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to click the link in the description so you can join us at the event and motivate your child to succeed. It's great for students and parents in middle school and up. So parents, be sure you join us. So much free information, 14-day event. You're going to love everything every speaker has to say, and there's going to be a gift. So that's the great part, other than helping your kiddo get motivated. So have a good night. See you very soon at the event. Motivate your children to succeed.